Cultural commentator Amiri King and Hollywood actor Matthew Marsden have challenged the Feckless right to boycott the Super Bowl to end the NFL's woke nonsense. Roll this up over at culturecrusader.substack.com. You can find the link in the description below. Their calls to boycott the entire Super Bowl come following the announcement that Puerto Rican musician Bad Bunny would do the year's halftime show. A number of people indicated they would boycott just the halftime show due to Bad Bunny's criticism of President Donald Trump and his policies. For example, in an interview with ID Magazine or ID Magazine, he shared that he did not tour in the United States out of fear of ICE raids at his concert. He said, "There are many reasons why I didn't show up in the U.S., and none of them were out of hate. I performed there many times. But there was the issue of like effing ICE could be outside my concert, and it's something that we were talking about and very concerned about." Ironically, Department of Homeland Security advisor Corey Lewandowski indicated that ICE would be enforcing immigration law at the Super Bowl. There is nowhere that you can provide safe haven to people who are in this country illegally, not the Super Bowl, and nowhere else. We will find you, we will apprehend you, we will put you in a detention facility, and we will deport you. So we'll see if he remains as the halftime performance, given the fact that he said he wasn't going to tour in the U.S., because of ICE showing up outside of his concerts and potentially arresting any illegals who were there. And now, obviously, Corey Lewandowski is indicating that ICE will indeed be enforcing immigration law at the Super Bowl. So we'll see if that happens. There are also some other criticisms of him. This is from over on Forbes. Obviously, he is very political in his lyrics. He has a song called Nueve Yol, which features a faux Trump voice apologizing for his stance on immigration, saying, "I want to apologize to the immigrants in America. I mean, the United States. I know America is the whole continent. This country is nothing without the immigrants." He's also called ICE agents mother effers, and you can see that right there, sons with the curse word there in a video he posted to Instagram in June, which appeared to depict authorities detaining immigrants. He's also advocated for LGBTQ rights, questioned gender norms, and obviously embraces feminine fashion, saying in a 2022 interview, "What defines a man? What defines being masculine? What defines being feminine? To me, a dress is a dress." So he's clearly pushing gender ideology as well. So this is someone who should not be performing at the halftime show. Shouldn't have been given that opportunity whatsoever to push these disgusting ideologies on to America. But this is what Amiri King said. He issued his challenge in a lengthy post on X where he reacted to other people calling for a boycott of the halftime show due to Bad Bunny. He said this: "The NFL has donated over $300 million to anti-white social justice causes. In 2020, the NFL added Lift Every Voice and Sing, the Black National Anthem. They implemented DEI programs such as the Coach and Front Office Accelerator program, so now more than 50% of office positions are held by women and people of color. On-field messaging such as end racism on helmets and end zones. Many of the players kneel during the national anthem." He then suggested an entire boycott of the Super Bowl, but lamented that people won't and can't. He explained, "Men have no spine, no conviction. They can't miss one effing game to send a clear message that they want football as opposed to programming and propaganda." Nevertheless, he challenged them, saying, "Grab your nuts and turn off your TV. Act like you have integrity for once in your life." And he wasn't the only one to issue such a challenge. As I said at the beginning, Matthew Marsden also shared his challenge to X. He reacted to TMZ's coverage of Megyn Kelly claiming the selection of Bad Bunny was a middle finger to MAGA. He wrote this: "You want to make a big statement? Boycott the Super Bowl just once. It would end the woke nonsense in football forever." However, like King, he believes that won't happen. One individual responded to him saying, "Nope, tough talking right will complain, but make an excuse to watch it. This is why the left wins. They'll put whatever on the line to achieve their agenda. In general, wealthy left donates to everything, whereas wealthy right gives pats on the back and well wishes, doesn't give 1 cent." And Marsden responded, "Exactly. Unfortunately, I think the data shows that King and Marsden are right. Too many people are unwilling to sacrifice even a football game in order to save our culture, which is quickly and rapidly descending into hedonism and degeneracy, which Bad Bunny is representative of." In fact, Super Bowl viewership has increased over the last 10 years. This past February saw viewership hit a peak of 127.7 million viewers. Of note, there was a significant dip in 2021 following the Black Lives Matter protests in 2020, as well as obviously Colin Kaepernick kneeling. It fell nearly 5 million, but quickly recovered by 2023 to 113 million viewers. You can see in 2021, it dropped from 101.3 million to 96.4 million. So almost a 5 million drop right there. But then you can see by 2022, it already recovered by almost 3 million. And then massive boost in 2023 when it switched to Fox, going all the way up to 113 million. And then in 2024 went up over 10 million viewers, 123.7, and then another 4 million just this past year. So people are no longer boycotting the Super Bowl anymore, and that is likely why we're getting things like Bad Bunny as the halftime show. More DEI woke nonsense. And that is indeed what he is pushing. We just kind of talked about that with the Forbes stuff. He pushes all of the LGBTQ ideology. He pushes gender ideology. He's wearing dresses. And he clearly is against law enforcement and is totally for promoting criminal and illegal behavior while promoting illegal immigration. And he's just clearly is not fit for a Super Bowl halftime show. And I think that we should take up this challenge. We should prove Amiri King and Matthew Marsden that we do have spine, we do have conviction, and we can sacrifice one football game in the entire year and not show up, not turn our televisions on, find something else better to do. We can read our Bibles. We can read a good book. We can rewatch a good movie. There are lots of things that we can do rather than watch the Super Bowl. And I think that we can do it. And it can be a practice on how to learn that great Christian virtue of detachment. That is definitely something we all need to learn and we all need to grow stronger in, especially in this very materialistic world that we live in, where many of us are extraordinarily attached to our things. Instead, we need to become attached to Jesus Christ, his church, and his word. And I think boycotting the Super Bowl is a good step on working to do that. So I think we can prove Matthew Marsden and Amiri King wrong, boycott the Super Bowl, and not do it just because of Bad Bunny, but do it because of all of the absolute woke nonsense that the NFL has been pushing on us and the rest, our progeny, our families, etc., and really kind of leading our country into ruin. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth.
Why would you be afraid of the people? Why are you not afraid of God instead of man?